kick a punt, then I make them catch 5,000 ones in an hour. I'ma make it.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Washington football team. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Brady. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Brady now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Logan. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. T.J. Logan. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Locke. That's out to the flat for Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. On 1st down, Locke. He's able to find Miller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
On 2nd and goal, Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. John Bates. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now Washington going to go for 2 here. Locke going to try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Cohen now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's got to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, the completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Powering his way forward. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A huge play there for Chicago. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Logan. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Interesting, a chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go. They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Locke going to throw. Room past the 20. And some room to maneuver. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Locke. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That one caught by the tight end Bates. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football. Throwing on first down is Locke. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll make it a second down. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. Looking to throw again on second down. Locke, it's complete. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ozzy! 48's the mic. Check, 48's the mic. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check 26, check 26.
Brady now on first down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, Brady. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Again, it's Brady. Rolling to his left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Johnson jostles free, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They look to throw. It's Locke. Flush to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there for Washington. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Scotty Miller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Open man is Kirk, complete. That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, short little throw to Ebron. Breaks. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. Buying time to his left. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he finds his target, Ebron. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal at the 6.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
The tackle by Calvin Joseph. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
They run again with Logan. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
66, old 50, hey, old 66. Hey, Alabama.
On third down, it's Logan. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. T.J. Logan with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. Then the Bears cut into that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He's got a man, complete.
You get nothing, I like it.
Touchdown, Washington. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Here's Cohen now to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. He's going to air one out. It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Bears. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Lock now on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
On first down, Brady. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Brady now on first down. And one more time, here's Kirk. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Stay open. 72. Mark check 33. 33. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he finds his man, complete. That's Logan. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Brady got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And some space here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. And his throw here's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Man open. It's Goodwin. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Into the secondary, past the 40. And all the way up to the 46. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now Locke. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes, I think. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Bears are right back in this football game.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal,
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Brady. He's got Mooney. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a game of 18. And the Bears first down.
Brady now on 1st down. There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Brady again. Flush to his right.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Throwing now is Brady. Dancing to his left.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One final try now for Brady. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big